They're showing the plane that flew over Alford's arrival in Westwood. Fire Alford a year into his job, right? Fire Alford. UCLA deserves better. And now all they can talk about is Alford going to Indiana. That didn't take long, did it? That he was the front runner for the job in Bloomington. Now, I saw all this stuff about like Chris Mack, and I gotta tell you, there is no way, I'm sorry, there is no way that guy can be the head coach at Indiana. You know what I mean? Honestly, I think he's perfect where he is. He's not capable of running, in my opinion, Indiana. They need an absolute heavyweight, right? They need a massive heavyweight coach. There's no more of this average nonsense. There wasn't one person on the face of the earth. If you would have said, who's the Butler head coach right now on this show, there isn't a person even in Hawaii that can tell you who he is. You cannot put someone in there no one's ever heard of. This isn't Indiana football where they'll put anyone in there and see if he can win, which is what they've done for the last 30 years. The last time they were good was when Bill Mallory was the coach, right? So they're horrible at picking coaches, in my opinion. Basketball, I've said this 1,000 times, they've never been able, nor will they ever be able to replace Bob Knight. In college basketball, they have not been able to replace Bob Knight, have they? Not even close. They can't even sniff it. They're not even in the same state, let alone the same cul-de-sac or community or neighborhood. They're not even in the same state. Crean, they hated his guts. And he won. How about this? He won 2 Big Ten titles, Coach of the Year, 3 trips to the Sweet 16, and they still hated his guts. I mean, it is a thankless job. That's a thankless job, right? I think that they have tried this before where they did Sampson, and he cheated and then humiliated him, and now they're real sensitive about who they pick. Tom Crean was not an Indiana guy. So this is a multiple failures of outside of Indiana guys. You saw last night we talked about Whitman and Mike Woodson. I truly believe they don't think that Mike Woodson can coach the Indiana Hoosiers. My guess is because they're going to think he's like too old, right? Like, isn't he like been in the NBA for a long while, and they're going to think that he's like washed up? And Randy Whitman, would you say Randy Whitman's too old to take that job? I don't think they want some guy in his 50s and 60s coaching them. Woodson's 58, I just said it. So 50s and 60s, that's not what they're looking for here. If they want that, Christ, call Bob Knight back up. He's 76, he'll coach them, and they'll win again. That'll be that. He even said it. He'll never coach at Indiana again as long as hell freezes over first. But he actually has said if someone came along with the right offer, he'd coach again. Because that's how much he loves coaching.